Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Josh.
And we're
Fear the Queer,
a podcast that talks about everything on our gay agendas, from politics and media
to race and relationships. So sit back, relax, as we spill the tea.
Fear the Queer. That was beautiful.
That was good.
I know. Thanks.
Good evening, listeners, and thank you for tuning in to a very special episode of Fear the Queer.
On tonight's episode, we'll be discussing everything Oscars.
Everything what?
Everything Oscars. And we have our very good friend coming back to talk with us, Mr. Ryan Kenny.
It's a wonderful night for Oscar. Oscar. Who will win? And Billy Crystal?
And Oscar. But before we get into it, Josh, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking a whole bottle of Prosecco because you cannot talk about the Oscars without a little bubbly.
Bubbly.
Also, it's freezing outside.
That too.
It's super cold.
Where we are right now, it's negative, 3
One,
right now. Yeah.
Or 4, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Cheers, queers.
Oh!
God,
I love
knew I
that
was gonna
sound.
All right.
Cheers, queers. All right.
Let's get down
This
to
is
it.
ginger ale.
It's Welsh sparkling.
Well, just sparkling. I think you do have that in the fridge.
That's true. All right, go ahead.
So, we love the Oscars. I love the glitz. I love the glamour. I mean, even though it kind of does exemplify, like, the riches of Hollywood, it's a nice thing to have a moment and get away and escape.
We don't have a monarchy in this country, so I think that this is our monarchy.
Monarchy.
This is our royal wedding, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm okay with that, too. But, I mean, I like the Oscars. I always cry. I remember one time I was making pizza rolls, and my power went out, and then the next thing I know, what was winning? Remember when Hard Out Here for a Pimp won?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My electric went out, it came back on, I was making pizza rolls, and they won.
And there was 3 6
And that's why it always is, like, in my mind as, like, a very special moment.
And every white person in the audience was just clapping, so confused. Like,
song.
Yeah.
What is a pimp?
What is hot out here?
Do you have any favorite moments from past Oscars?
Past Oscars, I am a huge sucker. I hate to say it, when Cuba Gooding Jr. wins.
Church time, yeah.
Yeah, when this music starts playing in the background, he just starts screaming over it. And he's like, "Thank you, baby, we did it, we won." You didn't see this?
I don't know if I was alive.
Yes, you were.
I'm like,
you were alive. I don't know if you were watching.
I probably wasn't
also, one of
watching.
my favorite moments ever, in a very, like, holy shit, she is a terrifying person type of way, when Julia Roberts won her Oscar for Best Actress.
I don't remember what she did.
She just is kind of standing there, and she's thanking everybody.
Was she on
and
for Aaron Brockovich?
Yeah, Aaron Brockovich. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the speech, she just laughs so maniacally. She's like, I love it up here!
That's her.
I mean, I like that. I do the same thing.
I know, but I'm just like, oh god, Julia Roberts.
I would do that.
The giant teeth, I don't know, it scares me.
I don't know if I've loved any, like, people winning before. I don't know if I've gotten, like, a thrill from that. But they're, like, random. I love, like, the showmanship of the Oscars. I feel like we've been, like, failing in that department for so long. But I do love... I love a good musical performance. I remember, like, remember when Kristen Chenoweth did a song from Enchanted?
Yes.
That's a big moment. I love that. I love when they got Sarah McLachlan up there to sing from the Toy Story 2 song.
Oh, yes.
What's something that's non-Disney related?
What about Hugh Jackman just hosting? His whole, like, opening number? I don't remember.
I liked when he sang One Night Only.
That was good.
Wait, he did.
And Mamma Mia with Beyonce.
Oh my god, why don't I remember this?
It was the 2009 Oscars. It was when Vanessa Hudgens and Zac Efron were out.
Oh, crap. Yes, I do remember this. Okay, I'm sorry.
Vanessa Hudgens.
I
forgot that she went.
Does anyone remember, bringing up Beyonce, do you remember that year when she sang all the best original songs?
No.
Because her father actually paid the producers to allow her to do that.
When was this?
This was 2004, because she sang Learn to Be Lonely from
Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah. It was that year, and she just sang every single original song. I don't know how. I don't know why.
What else was nominated that year?
What?
What other songs did she sing?
I can't remember. That's the one I remember stood out the most for me because I'm just like,
I love Best Original Song. It's the best and worst category.
I love
You get to hear like some good like tunes, and then you're like, wow, this song is so stupid and the movie's horrible.
What about when that girl got hit in the face with a flag from Moana?
That was good.
I like that.
Funny.
Yeah, I was into that.
She kept going.
She just kept going, and that's a professional.
I miss the days when we had like Madonna singing best. She won 2 composers their their Oscars for best song. Sondheim and Angela Weber.
I was gonna say,
she Dick Tracy, she was in.
Dick Tracy, yes.
And then, she's also in Evita in that one.
I was gonna say, was it Evita? Okay, yeah.
Bring back Madonna.
Where is she? Get her out of the crypt.
She's in London doing something.
What's she doing in London?
Feeding birds.
Yes. Tuppence a bag.
Oh, Jesus. Mary Poppins. That's a great segue. So, did you see the new Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Not nominated.
Oh, I know.
I did. I just got out of it. It's 16 hours long. That's the longest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is a long movie. Actually, is there any movies this year that you feel like were snubbed by the Oscars? Actually, there's a lot.
Literally everything.
Yeah,
There was If Else You Could Talk, which I loved, and that was, I don't know how, that's like a perfect, like, and that's an Oscar movie,
That's
too.
an Oscar movie. Oh, it's...
I walked out of there thinking that, like, there's nothing...
Do you think they're punishing Barry Jenkins for winning over La La Land?
I don't know what happened there. I don't know how that movie went by. I don't know.
I mean, it's nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, but it's not... It should be Best Picture, right?
It should be.
Yeah. 8th Grade wasn't nominated for anything.
Oh.
I'm very surprised Elsie Fisher wasn't nominated.
She was fantastic.
I'm okay that Crazy Rich Asians didn't get nominated because I don't think that it's a very Oscar-ish movie.
No. But then again, like, Black Panther was nominated.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, I mean, I feel like now that the Academy is becoming a little bit more diversified, we're seeing movies that are not just like these indie hits or like foreign films. It's like, oh yeah, you can be a blockbuster success and still...
Like the boring British drama this year for Best Picture is The Favourite. And that's with
that's wild,
Yeah, and that's not even like boring. It's fantastic.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Like, okay. I love The Favourite.
Mm-hmm. Actually, should we go down who we think is going to win this year?
Why not? Yeah.
Best Picture one?
Yeah. So, for the nominees for Best Picture, we have Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favourite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. That actually hurt. That physically hurt to say out loud.
It sucks. Like none of these nominations have nothing to do with. Even if like there gets a good performance and like all of these nominations, like actress, song, editing, none of this has to do with like good.
No.
It's whoever is shaking whose hands and what's getting or what people I guess somewhat liked. But I can't get behind most of these Best Picture nominations.
Who would you like to see in the Best Picture?
Who would I like to see there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I love Can You Forgive Me? I really, really love that movie. It's the best thing I saw last year. That and like First Reformed.
First Reformed is phenomenal.
And I mean, both those movies just like rocked me in like different ways. Not in like hurtful ways like First Reformed did, obviously. But I don't know. I wish there was room for movies like that.
Right.
Up there. First Reformed, I mean, is directed in a very like Bergman way. It's very flowy. You don't really notice.
Well, it's directed by Paul Schrader. You would think it'd be a shoo-in.
But he's never been nominated until the screenplay nomination.
Oh, not even for Taxi Driver?
Nothing, yeah. This is his first one.
Oh, wow. That's depressing.
Well, I mean, he writes these really obvious, like, parables, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not, like, subtle.
Yeah, that's true.
But First Reformed is a very angry, interesting, upsetting, and, like, really wonderful movie. It really, like, takes you away on that journey. But so does Can You Forgive Me? It's a crime movie masked as a comedy. It's one of the best things I saw last year.
Yeah. Same. It was my favorite.
And I wish there was room for it, and I wish there was room for Marielle Heller, the director nomination. That movie didn't come out of the air or anything, so...
No.
And I love that. And, Black Panther, I'm not a Marvel person, and they're all the same to me, and they blend into one another. Black Klansman, I enjoy. It's kind of boring.
It is kind of dull.
Do you think that Spike Lee will take home an Oscar?
I don't think so.
You don't think
that's so up in the air for me right now?
Well, who's directing?
Well, Spike Lee.
Yeah.
And then Yorgos for The Favourite, Alfonso for Roma, which he already won for Gravity.
Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
And then Adam McVeigh for Vice, which did he get nominated for The Big Short?
Yeah, but I think
Okay.
he won for the screenplay. And then there's the Powell
Oh yeah,
Powell-
Kulkowski,
who
Yeah.
snuck in there for Cold War.
which is so insane.
Right.
Yeah, which like you should put that in
Best
Best
Picture.
Picture,
Right.
but they're not. They don't want to fill it with Roma is like nominated twice with picture and
Direct
That-
for-
better-
and foreign.
Foreign,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So obviously it'll win something. Roma's not going home empty-handed.
No.
I think it's going to take
Yeah.
up quite a few.
I guess if my choice would be, I
if
would.
you could fill in director or who would win.
Who would win?
Um,
I guess I would. Well, if I could add a few Best Director nominees,
Mhm.
I would do. I know I'm a little biased. I would do Ari Aster for Hereditary.
Yeah.
And then I would also.
I'm sorry. Every podcast you bring up Hereditary.
I loved it.
We're talking about like gay safe spaces.
But haven't you seen? Have you seen any? You've seen so many horror movies.
No,
and Hereditary is like
I know.
Hereditary?
from
Like,
God.
oh
Have
my
you seen
God.
Rosemary's Baby?
Yes, I've seen Rosemary's Baby.
But it's the same movie.
Josh is pouring more prosecco
I
because
also-
he's.
No, I also would choose.
I really can't handle a lot of Hereditary. There's someone on Twitter who said there were so many people like, "Oh my God, Toni Collette was so robbed," and I was like, and someone on Twitter said, obviously none of these people saying this have never worked customer service and seen white women explode.
Oh my God. when she's like screaming on the floor, I'm like, that's just my Thanksgiving. Like, that's just a family for me. They've never met my sister and have her have a moment on a holiday.
Yeah, but I guess Ari Aster did a very good job directing that movie.
Yeah.
He could have been in there.
I also would have chosen
Schrader
the
should have
director for Schrader should have been in there. I also would have chosen oh God, who directed Burning?
Oh, Lee Dong Chang.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, and the director who
Do
did
that or
yeah.
racist now.
Sorry, I wanted to highlight.
Yeah.
Just kidding, the podcast is about racism.
Yeah. So this is like you're really
You turn the table.
Welcome, Adele.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to choose for Best Picture, I think it'd be funny if it was Black Panther. Like I would actually giggle if that
Why
was.
not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
People would flip the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Wakanda forever.
yeah. Like not like in a bad way. Like I
Yeah.
just think it's like a cute, hilarious moment. I'm just glad that A Star Is Born is not getting as much hype as I thought it was going to be. I will say that.
As much
Good.
as I
I'm
love-
very glad
yeah.
Bradley Cooper didn't make it into directing.
I call
Oh,
shade.
yeah.
I call shade.
Sure, but like he didn't do anything.
No,
I thought it was okay.
I'm not surprised by that though, because when Ben Affleck was snubbed for Argo, I was
Okay.
like,
Well,
Okay.
that worries me because now you think they might have another Argo situation on their hands. People will vote for Star Wars
for A Star Is Born.
because they feel bad that Bradley Cooper didn't get nominated.
They
for
might.
directing a boring movie.
He's been kind of quiet this season though.
He has.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
He's the one person in the room of 100 that
She
believes in
is
his
the one that
movie.
needs to be quiet too. I'm sick and tired of seeing her all over the place.
Me too.
But she's
she was
doing.
so normal when she was wearing that meat dress, and now
Gaga-
I am sick of her.
I like the blue hair though. When she had the periwinkle dress.
But now
at the
she
Golden
just gets
Globes.
upset over
Everything.
everything.
I think it's because I understand she cries a lot, and I get that now.
I watched, what is it? 6'7"? What was the name of her documentary?
Oh, she's not
5'2".
5'2". 6'7".
5'2". She didn't cry at all during that until every time, unless she said unless like someone said the word Joanne. I'm going to Joanne Fabric. She
And
was
she's
like, crying. She'd start crying.
Oh yeah, that was. Maybe I'm just kind of a Gaga apologist.
Gaga apology.
You know, like I shouldn't. She
Oh
was
my God, you
good.
probably liked art
What?
pop, didn't you?
I did not like art pop. More like art flop. I just was not into that.
I like art pop. I like it more than Joanne.
Oh, I hate Joanne.
Oh, Joanne's not good.
I
The Fame Monster is the only one that really gets my
A
goat.
Star Is Born. I just.
It's not. She'll get it. She'll
It
get
is
it
a
shallow.
It is a whatever movie. It is a whatever movie.
You don't need to see it in theaters. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, do I need to see it?" I'm like,
No,
"Not in
you need
theaters."
to see it on AMC where it takes 4 hours because there's 8 million commercials in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And she's going to yell, "You think I'm ugly?" And he's
Get
like,
out of
Get the
my
fuck out of my
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm done trouble.
You're fucking ugly. And why is
Why
he
is
British?
Adele?
Adele keeps popping
Bradley
up.
Cooper as Adele.
Adele
I'd
should have
watch that.
been in it.
Yeah.
Adele
She
should have
should've-
been, what was her face?
Um,
Allie?
Oh my
No,
god.
Adele should have been the manager.
Oh, why not?
Adele should have been, you gonna go into love, you gonna go into
Yeah.
leave this motherfucker.
You are the one who ruined her.
I don't think it passes the Bechdel test either. Does it pass the Bechdel test?
Are there any other female characters in that movie?
Gail. The woman that opens the car door, like, "Hi, I'm Gail. Welcome to the concert."
That's literally the second time I watched it.
The only other female.
If
I had to replace any female character, it would be. If I had to
replace with a female.
Yeah, it would be the manager probably.
And that would have been a good. Why not have
because you would have seen the movie, you would be like, oh, it makes sense that she would have picked the career over Jackson Maine now.
Right.
Because a woman came to her. And
why not have Kelly Rowland?
Kelly Rowland.
Stop putting music people. It should have been an actress. It should have been.
Kelly Rowland.
Anybody. It could have been Helen Mirren. She hasn't been working. I haven't seen her anywhere.
Nomination.
It could have been anybody.
Who could it?
It should have been Shanti.
It should have been Maura Tierney. It could have been. It could have
Missy Elliott.
But it could have been Jack Hay. I don't know.
Jack Hay. Oh
my God.
That would have been good. That would have been okay. Recast.
Yeah.
Jack Hay as the manager in A Star Is Born.
Oh, no,
as Allie.
You ruined my
career. Eating a piece of cake.
Maybe it would have been a Best Picture.
And then she gets, Jack Hay gets in the car and Tia and Tamara in the back.
Yes.
And what was the husband's name?
Mustache.
Tim. Yeah.
Tim.
Mustache.
I only know people by mustaches. Yeah. A Star Is Born.
So clearly we are not pro A Star Is Born.
Well, I'm pro.
How
the
progressive
feeling
days are we?
I'm pro the feeling I get while watching A Star Is Born, but I know it's bad.
Does
that make sense?
Well, it's not a movie about the relationship. What's it about?
It's about addiction.
It's about the
addiction. It's about the addiction.
Are you Italian?
You Italian? You Italian?
I thought Dice Clay was good though.
Dice Clay is
It was good.
Come on.
Sam Elliott was good.
Sam Elliott was
when he turns and he has the tears in his eyes, he's like,
that's his job though.
Oh God, that's him. That's Sam Elliott when he turns in the car.
I love
and
Sam
Bradley Cooper is like, "I learned from you" or some bullshit, and then he turns and he's like,
"I was a person. I can do it."
Yeah, do it.
Give me a second.
And I'll be Sam Elliott.
You know what I said? You know what I said? That I'd copy. I sound like Dad. Good. Oh, I was really copying you.
Oh. And then he opens the car door and leaves. Sam Elliott turns, tears in his eyes. Oh.
I'm not saying I'm like a professional actor, but I could maybe do half the performances that are nominated for you right now.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
It's just a lot of cream cheese. There's a lot of cream cheese nominated.
Especially in Best Actor category. I'm sorry.
I don't like any of those.
Who's all up for Best Actor? Well, I like
Christian Bale,
Bradley Cooper, Willem Dafoe.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see his Turkey's Game.
I didn't either.
I saw a version of a Bohemian Rhapsody. I should say I didn't see the finished product. I saw a version of it.
Oh, what did you see?
I saw a working cut early on. Yeah, I went to a screening.
Oh.
It's very messily edited.
Yeah, well, I wish they kept in the best part. I should say this is the best part. I was like shocked that this was going to be in a movie. There's a dream sequence that Freddie had in this cut where he's laying in bed and then all these people with guns show up and they shoot him and there are 4 bullets come out of the guns and each bullet has a letter on them and it spells out AIDS.
Oh my God!
I'm not even joking. This is not like I'm not like making up a joke or
no. I believe
funny.
you.
I literally saw this with my own eyes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Well, in the movie when he discovers his queerness and another one bites the dust.
What do you mean discovers his queerness?
Well, you know,
he's forced into being gay in the movie.
But that's the most frustrating part for me is because I'm like.
The whole movie is basically people going like, oh, but Freddie loved a woman.
Yeah, that's basically it. And it's like, right, but...
And then Shrek shows up as the
boyfriend?
Yeah.
No,
oh, wait.
No, Mike Myers.
Oh my God. No, I thought you were saying he looked like Shrek, and I was like, I didn't get that, but sure, I'm going to go with it.
Oh, the kid from Downtown Abbey? Yeah.
Yeah, Downtown Abbey. Yeah. I mean, I love Rami Malek.
Why?
He looks like a frog to me. And
you know what? Sadly, out of the 5 nominations, I would be the least angry if Rami won. But that says a lot.
Christian Bale is the only. I feel like, even though I didn't like that performance, I didn't like that movie. I'd be okay. I don't want Rami Malek getting up there and just being like, has no one to thank.
He can thank me. Did you know he's 37?
What?
I know.
And he hasn't done anything in his career.
Night at the Museum
1, 2, and 3.
Well, he looks amazing.
Short-term 12.
Short-term memory. I forgot about that
Yeah,
one.
same, yeah.
The Master.
Oh, he's good.
He has a nice little moment in that.
Yeah.
I like Rami.
Vigo Schmigo. He's pretending to be Tony Soprano.
Oh my god, I'm over it.
I didn't see Willem Dafoe, but he's playing a 35-year-old in that movie, which is so funny to me.
Right.
Bradley Cooper.
The only thing with Christian Bale is that he doesn't have anything to go off of in that movie. There's nothing there.
But I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Truly, the best actor is not.
There's only one person who. To be honest, I'll be like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Bradley Cooper. We hate the movie. I don't like it.
Do you think he's gonna
That's a good performance. He might now.
I mean, I'll say
that's a pretty okay performance.
I don't like him. He looks like a collie dog to me. And that being said, I liked.
Wait, you don't like Bradley Cooper?
I'm not.
Well, he's never acted in his life.
Yeah, like I'm just okay.
I thought he was very good.
He acted like Sam Elliott.
No shit.
That's what I mean
about that.
He was copying it.
He was literally. I mean, he's not bad in the movie.
No,
he's good.
And plus, he's been nominated 4 times before now.
For what? Wedding Crashers?
Shut up. Silver Linings Playbook. He was. That's his best role. Is Wedding Crashers.
Silver Linings
Playbook. American Hustle. American Sniper. Snorper. And then, maybe this is his fourth one.
So he's been nominated a hand. Yeah,
Snore. Yeah.
Okay, so Best Actor cancels itself out basically.
Okay,
so
I still love Rami.
I think it'll probably be Rami, Bradley, or Christian. Who knows? It's still
I agree with that.
Wherever the coin lands.
Well, Vigo ruined himself by saying the N-word.
Being in that movie. Yeah.
Oh God.
And being in that movie. Yeah. And then Willem, everyone's just like, who?
Who? Yeah. Bring me Spider-Man.
Speaking of who,
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe should have been nominated for Spider-Man.
Well, speaking of,
he should have bring me the head of Spider-Man.
Finish it. Speaking of no one's seen this movie and still getting a lot of recognition for it. Glenn Close.
The Wife?
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess you're the only one in Chicago who's probably seen it.
So you've seen The
I'm
Wife?
the only one in America, yeah. I have seen The Wife.
How do you think Glenn feels? She's done so much good things in her career.
Glenn feels so good that she's finally being noticed.
Oh my God.
And that she's finally winning an Oscar. And
Meryl actually didn't do anything this year.
No, and
Meryl is sending her hate mail. Just to bring her down to earth.
Yeah.
They love each other. Why pit these two people against each other?
Right. That's just Hollywood.
But
do you think Glenn will win?
Yeah. Do you know what she should have won for? 101 Dalmatians.
Should have won Dangerous Liaisons.
Dangerous Liaisons. I mean, Fatal Attraction even.
Yeah.
I like her in Fatal Attraction.
Except she would have won over Sharon Moonstruck.
Which...
I'm seeing Sharon.
The history of my world would have been different.
Shattered. Yeah.
I love Moonstruck. Well, I can't even say that. I don't like Glenn Close. So, but Yalitza... Is it Aparicio?
I'm sorry.
I thought she's amazing in Roma, but it's not enough to win.
It's a very quiet performance, but it's not bad. It's just...
Which is why at least she speaks it. Otherwise, Emily Blunt would have been nominated somewhere. For stepping on a nail.
Oh. Yeah.
They really tried to make both those nominations happen for Emily Blunt. Thank God they didn't. Do
you want some rosé?
She won the SAG Award.
For what?
The Quiet Place.
Oh, for The Quiet Place?
Yeah, she won the SAG Award.
I liked it.
That's enough. Again, best act, Glenn Close. I don't like the performance. What the fuck is she doing?
Then do you think Gaga's a contender? She's been campaigning.
No.
Well, why did you do that? Do that
to me! Yeah.
That's essentially what happens to Gaga.
I don't think Gaga's gonna win.
No.
I think she's too obnoxious.
I wish Olivia Colman and Glenn Close are the running. Gaga's out of the race. She's done.
Yeah.
She's done 4. We left her in the road. She's never making another movie.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy, Olivia Colman. I
love Melissa McCarthy.
I would love,
It's an amazing performance. I don't think she'll win. No, unfortunately, no. It's very prickly and not prickly in the Olivia Colman way where she's screaming.
Oh, I loved Olivia Colman in The Favourite.
Yeah.
Mostly because I related to wanting to be loved.
Sure, absolutely.
And also wanting to be
And you also have Gaunt.
Yeah, well, that's another topic.
What's Gaunt? Gout?
Gout.
Gout.
Oh, you also have Gaunt.
You also
Yeah,
have-
I wish I loved Gaunt. Little heroin chic.
No, I love that performance. I love that character. I felt that performance.
Yeah.
And the sadness and the anger, which is a very. That's why I like Melissa McCarthy's too. It's a very angry performance.
Oh man,
Yeah.
her whole like hoarder moment.
I
Yeah,
think her,
I wish like I don't know
her
if you,
and Richard E. Grant would win.
I
Like,
wish Richard E. Grant would win.
Richard
I
E.
don't know
Grant was
how
fantastic.
it is going to be now, but like. Have you read the book? Can you forgive me? I went, ran out and bought it after I saw the movie, and they toned her down. They toned that
really?
down for the movie. Yeah,
To make her a little bit more
in the book, she's very particular. Yeah, she's a lot.
Well, okay, so I want Richard E. Grant to win Best Supporting Actor, but it seems like the odds-on favorite is Mahershala Ali,
Or Sam Elliott now. I feel like now that he actually got nominated, it's his first nomination for anything.
That's true.
Oh, sorry. When you said Sam Elliott, I thought you were talking about George W. Bush. What's his name?
Sam Rockwell?
Oh yeah, different Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, he won. He just won. Sam Elliott. Why not?
Yeah.
He was good. Why not?
He was in 5 minutes of the movie.
This is why. Well, what about Viola Davis in Doubt? She was nominated for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
they were powerful.
I was like, that was like the center
I
of the
know.
movie.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to be like devil's advocate here. I don't even know why. I don't know why.
That was.
I mean, people are always sort of shocked by like these short performances winning, but if you go back and you could look, there's a ton of short performances
that have won.
that have won and been nominated. Obviously, Beatrice Straight is the biggest person in there. Who's
Did Judi Dench win?
she's on screen for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Beatrice Straight is on for maybe 5.5.
Jeez.
Oh.
Network, yeah.
Oh, that's right, Network.
But it's
Okay.
like a monologue. She owns the scene. So.
Right. So that being said, has anyone won this closely? Because Mahershala just won for Moonlight,
Yeah.
and
Sam
Tom
Rockwell.
Hanks did 2 in a row.
oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia Story
No,
And-
Philadelphia.
or Philadelphia Story.
Philadelphia
Oh,
Story.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
Tom Hanks would actually fit into Philadelphia.
I was gonna say, actually, that would be fine.
Who I would put him as probably CK, but
Mhm. And then Forrest Gump,
yes,
yes, and then Katharine Hepburn,
she won twice in a row
Mhm.
for
Lion in Winter,
okay.
and then guess who's coming for dinner? Guess who's
Oh,
coming
so
to dinner?
yes, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
I like her big man pants.
Who's
Mahershala.
Yeah,
yeah.
Katharine
Oh,
Hepburn?
Yeah.
Katharine Hepburn. Yeah, no, I think he's a great actor.
No, he's amazing, and he's finally like a star. He's been
Right.
working for so long.
Yes.
Like I just watched Benjamin Button, I totally forgot that he was in that.
Oh
movie.
my god, with Taraji.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot Taraji was in that.
Oh,
she was great in that movie. She should have won an Oscar for that movie.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever noticed her, and I was like,
Yeah. And that was after Hustle and Flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Also
I
great.
love Benjamin Button. You want to hear a hot take?
Hot take.
That's my favorite Fincher movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not upset by that.
I was gonna say, at least
Like,
you can
I-
say
That's
7 or Fight Club.
Yeah, no, I like Zodiac a lot, but I love Benjamin Button.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's
nice.
cliches or it's best part.
Yeah, I like it.
And Tilda in that movie too.
Tilda. Is there ever a bad Tilda? If Tilda Swinton. Well, I guess there could be. There can be bad.
Maybe I have
bad.
I
Trainwreck.
haven't seen one.
Trainwreck.
I really thought she was the best.
Oh, I
part
thought
of
she was
Trainwreck.
so
I couldn't
funny.
watch that movie. I could not sit through that.
Oh, I hate Trainwreck, but I thought Tilda Swinton's the best part of it.
She was alright. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
But-
whatever.
Yeah, I guess Sam Elliott's gonna win. No, or maybe Mahershala. I don't. That category, I don't know. I would love Richard E. Grant to somehow
Me.
really pull through.
Yeah,
I would
as a
love
surprise.
that.
He's amazing in that movie.
He made. I cry because of him. In Can You Ever Forgive Me? Watching.
When
him.
you get like really good like old gay men in a movie,
Yeah.
Right.
It's heartbreaking. It's a really good.
and ones that are so flamboyant, and ones that are so silly. And
Like,
so,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I really loved it.
Okay, so now for Best Supporting Actress, we have Amy Adams, Marina Tavira, Regina King, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz.
So Regina
It's
King wins.
Regina King locked and bolted. It's
Yeah,
done.
that's why I
It's
think
in
so,
the
too.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a lock, like back in December.
I mean, and that movie, I loved every frame of Peel Street.
Beale Street's
love-
beautiful.
It's
Mhm.
so lush and it's gorgeous, and even though it's so heartbreaking,
Yeah.
or like somewhat uplifted by the power of love.
Yeah.
Right.
But Regina King, like you walk away thinking about her And she has a good amount of screen time, but she doesn't say a lot.
It's not a huge thing, though. Yeah.
I was going to say, she doesn't have a flashy monologue.
No. Because her biggest scene is the other woman in Puerto Rico.
Oh, God.
She's got more to say than Regina King does, but Regina King,
she's there.
owns that
right.
moment, yeah.
Oh, I love the scene in the living room, though. When she announces that she's pregnant. I love the sister in that, too.
Yeah.
She's good, yeah.
I think you can hear everybody's gulps in that movie.
Right.
We're being confronted that we're really bad.
It's really good.
Just people not being able to speak.
Right. Yeah. I was fascinated with that Coca-Cola shake that she presented to that one sister. I was just kept staring at it.
That's what you took away from
the Coca-Cola float?
Yeah.
Have you had a Coca-Cola float?
Oh, to one of the evil...
Yeah, to one of the
evil sisters, yeah.
The evil stepsisters.
I love Beale Street. My mom, my sister, and my grandmother and I went. For Christmas. We picked like a fancy movie to go on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We saw that and we were just like stunned by it.
You walk away and you're like, that was really good, but man, I'm sad.
Yeah, and the year before we did Phantom Thread, and that was such like a...
That's brilliant.
Like a high, yeah.
Yeah.
I cried during that too. That's because I forgot to take my medication that day.
There's like some big... I have talked to some people about Phantom Thread, and I do think it's a very funny movie, but I think it's a romance on top of everything.
Yeah.
Not even a rom-com, but like it's... People love in different ways, and
if that's their kink,
that's their way.
I kind of liked it that they're like, make me sick and ill. I almost died, and she's like, oh, I will.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I was like, okay.
If only he could have met Patricia Clarkson in The Sharp Objects.
Oh my god,
they would have been like,
yeah.
That was good too.
Sharp Objects.
Yeah,
I like Patricia. I wasn't crazy with Amy.
She made me want to drink more.
Also, Gillian Flynn. I'm kind of tired of her.
Yeah.
She just did the screenplay for Widows too.
Widows also, or Widows 2? Is there a sequel to Widows?
Widows also.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Did you say Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about Widows.
Oh, I liked it. But anything with Viola, I liked.
But I thought she was too headstrong.
Yeah.
That's just Viola.
She was just doing the same thing.
Right, like can you ever play like an actually weak, pathetic character?
I don't even know how weak or pathetic, but someone who's like at least got some stakes.
Yeah.
She could have just paid the money and gone. I don't know. There's not enough. And also a movie about like Chicago politics and like Chicago segregation and they made it boring.
You know who stole the show though? Was the girl who played the Polish girl? Is that Yes. She was like 6'9" or whatever. She was fantastic.
When she walked up to her date in the bar.
Yeah.
And she's just like, hi. Like
so tall, yeah. Widows I wasn't crazy. It was so boring and every time the dog was on screen, I was like, I love that dog. And
the dog.
Carrie Coon didn't get to do anything.
What part was she again?
She was the woman that was one of the widows, but then she's like sleeping with Liam Neeson.
That's right.
That's why Liam Neeson doesn't die. But yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was just like, oh my god, I forgot Carrie Coon was in it.
Yeah.
We don't use her enough either. Carrie Coon, we don't use her enough.
No.
She could have played Lynn Chaney. Better than Amy Adams.
Better than Amy Adams.
Why do you think they chose Amy Adams?
She is Amy Adams.
I love Amy Adams, but
I think it's funny too how like we have two people who have never won Oscars, Glenn Close and Amy Adams. Glenn Close is like a shoe-in, and
Regina King's won an Oscar,
right?
But she never had this moment.
But she never had
this platform.
No, this is her first nomination.
She's been in everything, but it's like
a Cinderella story. Ray
loved her like that.
Oh, Ray.
She's good, Ray. I will say this about Amy Adams. She is so quiet, and I think I'm sort of tired of seeing her do that.
You want her big and wild.
I don't know if I want her big and wild, but
something different.
Just at least something that she can do with that.
Yeah.
Where I felt like Arrival was good, but I knew that wasn't going to be a actress nomination. I thought she was very good.
Yeah, I love
But
Arrival.
she just... That movie is so... There's so much going on that everything sort of blends.
You forget.
I don't think about
Arrival. But yeah, you think about the music, and you think about the the weird emotional lump in your throat when you realize that time hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
right.
And I would love to see that utilized in some way.
Maybe it's just momentum. She'll get it.
I still think my favorite performance of hers is in Doubt.
I love that.
I'm very iffy on Doubt. It's a big... I don't know.
You don't think?
Plays being turned into movies, I'm always like iffy
I
about.
liked it though because it was so much of a play.
There's just some very weird things that we were like that. Obviously, that confrontation that Viola and Meryl have should not be happening outside. Why are they walking in the middle of a street having this huge fight about whether a priest raped her son or not? What's that about?
Yeah, and it's like the playground in the background.
Yeah, what's going on? That script is amazing. That play is incredible. It's like one of the best pieces of drama ever. And Meryl is okay in that. She's also a little too strong.
She's a little bit of a
Meryl's a little too strong in that movie, and Amy's a little too quiet.
Yeah.
Even though those are the parts. But
if they had reversed the roles.
Yeah, but Hoffman's amazing.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just want to see Amy Adams do something different. I think she got lost in Lynn Chaney. Like, obviously just every time she's on screen, I'm like, well, that's Lynn Chaney, and I know who that is. I don't really care if she's on screen or not right now.
I think, Regina
but that's how
King,
it was with all of Vice.
Yeah, I think Regina King definitely is going to take this.
Yeah, and Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz cancel each other out mostly because they're leading roles.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised.
They're all leading roles.
All those three women in The Favorite are leading
leading
roles, but they're so good that they had to nominate them all.
I actually prefer Emma Stone in The Favorite. Like, I'm like, okay,
really?
you should be nominated in this, then in
La
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 La.
That was the first time I was like, whoa, Emma Stone.
Yeah. She was great. I was very impressed.
And Rachel Weisz here, I'm always impressed with Rachel
Always
Weisz.
good.
Even though she's also like Amy Adams, she does kind of the same thing in every part she does, but it's these like little tiny things. Even though Rachel Weisz is always like, I'm so matter of fact, and I'm going to be very loud.
Yes.
She's a very, like, I don't want to say strong, but she's
striking.
Yes, she's very grounded. She knows where she is in every scene, and I like that. Have you guys ever seen The Deep Blue Sea?
I heard that's phenomenal.
She's very good in that. And again, she's playing like a depressed woman who in the first scene tries to kill herself, but she's always very like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And the whole movie is basically a flashback minus the killing herself part, but like she's always like, from like in the first moment of the flashback, like, oh, this is the woman that's gonna kill herself.
Yeah.
Know that she's gonna go there.
True.
And she plays that. She's like siphoning, like making sure the audience is always aware that she's gonna do that thing.
So then, what do you think of like the mom in Roma?
I love that performance.
Yeah.
She's like one of the best. Even though there were times where like too mean, the character was written too mean.
Right.
But she's good.
Yeah.
She is good.
Yeah.
Do you think she has?
There was one too many moments where she was screaming at.
I was like, man, calm down.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Your husband's leaving you, but shut the fuck.
Right. Like relax.
Yeah.
I don't think she has any chance, unfortunately.
No, but I was so shocked that both of those women got nominated.
Who did she replace as like the odds on?
Oh, interesting.
Because I know she was the surprise in that group. It's
a weird thing with like Golden Globes and like the SAGs where a lot of these people get folded in when it comes to the Oscars. It's like, we'll take the best of.
Right.
I don't remember what the best supporting was at the Golden Globes, but they don't have the split category there. I don't know what's going to happen with Best Original Screenplay. Maybe with the drama that's going around Green Book right now, I think they lost their award.
Yeah.
It might go to The Favorite people.
I'd be okay with
But if Paul Schrader won, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
He would get up on that stage and depress everybody.
Yeah. Because Vice, no way.
No.
Roma, I can't see them winning that many Oscars.
And I think Roma's going to win Best Director and Best Foreign Film.
Yeah. I think so too.
You don't think Best Picture?
I think it'll get Best Foreign Film.
No, it's like an Amora situation. Like, they nominated for like the... Oh, good for you. You like were really good.
What if it took on both though?
That'd be insane.
That'd be insane. Yeah.
It's not a pity award, but if anyone's gonna get pity award, it's quite close. But like,
Glenn don't care though.
Yeah.
Glenn is just like, oh my god,
she's gonna win that award. Her next couple movies are gonna get financed or whatever. I swear to God, we're gonna see her everywhere again. We will, yeah. I think she's good.
She'll be playing like a pop star.
And she's gonna read the headlines. She's gonna see the Emma Stone's playing Cruella de Vil in the new Disney, where she's like, "Bitch, I don't think so."
Yeah.
She puts back on the black and white wig. Yeah.
And Cruella de Vil back in the habit.
Yeah.
How Cruella got her groove back.
Yeah.
Woof. And then screenplays, I think the best adapted to weird cast. Obviously, Star is Born stupid, but like everything else, I think deserves to be there. Even Black Klansman, and I think Can You Ever Forgive Me is like an exceptional screenplay to be that.
Can You Forever Forgive Me? I mean, the best part of the movie is its screenplay.
It's a very witty movie.
It's very witty.
It's Woody Allen adjacent, basically.
It's really
I was
good.
literally thinking about that. I was just like, it seems like the best non-Woody Allen movie.
It reeks of a Woody Allen movie, which like is not bad, but like it.
But,
I was so shocked.
he's not there, right?
But I loved it, and again, the best part about it is it's drama,
Mm-hmm.
and
So good.
that's what I took away from Can You Forgive Me. Not that like,
I mean, Beale Street could get it.
Yeah, that's a very,
It has Barry
very
Jenkins.
amazing
It's
adaptation. We read that
Mhm.
book in high school, and I was shocked to see how well that was translated. And
Mhm.
it's a very slim book. And sometimes
Yeah.
those make the best movies.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
like,
true.
Like Can You Forgive Me? It's a very, and also a friend of mine read Black Klansman. That book was also very short.
slim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh. I will say this hot take. I still haven't seen The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, so I can't really have.
I really like it. I guess I got Cohen.
I mean, I'm kind of I'm a Ballad of Buster Shrugs. I don't really care.
There's parts of it that I really, really, really. Good for you.
Thank you.
There's parts of it that I
Would
really
you like to
enjoy.
take over this podcast?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have Kyle removed from this set.
There's parts of it that I really like Buster Scruggs,
Mm-hmm.
and there's parts of it that are just like, okay,
And I'm a Coen fan.
yeah.
I love the Coen brothers.
I love that they keep on making the same movie. I think it's very brave of them. Since they're able to get away with it, and I love their movies, and they're rich in detail, and they're rich in character, and they're rich in like non-metaphor. But I really liked it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Very good.
yeah. I did like Buster Scruggs, and I saw it 3 times. So there you go.
Netflix or in
I
theaters?
watched it 3 times in theaters.
Were you still
I
at...
was working at the theater, so
Okay.
I just went for free. But yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll see it one day.
But I also saw Can You Forgive Me like 3 times, so
But that's like...
more than that, I think.
It's
Actually, I
back
want to
out
rewatch.
again.
Actually,
I
I might
wanna
go see
see
that
it
again.
It makes me so... I don't want to say happy. It's the same feeling that I got with
Satisfied.
Carol.
Okay.
Where the...
Well,
You don't like Carol?
Josh doesn't like sad lesbians.
They end up together in
I
the
like
end.
sad lesbians.
The thing is...
They're not
the thing is...
I mean, it's kind of moody. It's
I was
moody.
moody.
Like,
I
it's
saw
moody.
I saw a screener of Carol, so I never actually got to see
You
it.
missed all the detail.
I
It's
know.
really richness, and it was
I know.
like, jumped off the screen.
It's on Netflix, Josh.
Oh, it looks horrible on Netflix, though. The transfer's embarrassing, yeah.
Cut this part out.
It
It makes
makes
me sound dumb.
I mean, I might as well just watch it on Netflix because it's probably the same thing
love
as a
it.
screener.
It's so...
Do you want me to
It looks
reenact
better
it?
than the screener, but it is... Do you have a DVD? Do you have a Blu-ray?
No. Oh God. Oh, we should get a Blu-ray
Yeah,
and
we
like rent out a theater.
It is so
Midnight movie. That shit.
lovely.
I love it. Yeah.
But it had this like I mean, I saw Carol like a very interesting time in my life, but like it just had this moment. I'm running out of words, but I felt both Can You Forgive Me and Carol like this like pit of like sadness and pain that like, you want to release. And Can You Forgive Me has more pain than Carol does. So at least Carol has like this release. They end up together in the end, and
Right.
Through thick and through thin, they'll get through it. And who knows what's going to happen, but it just matters that they got together. Whereas, like, Can You Forgive Me, even though it has, like, this ironic ending of, like, oh, who cares if it's, like, fake? Who gives a shit? And that's, I mean, the movie's trying to play that.
Yeah.
But there's, like, this awesome, like, young person feeling that is shown in an older woman of, like, the hate and annoyance of successful people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think I relate to it a little
I'm
bit.
like, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I love that the movie was like, who cares? You can be jealous of anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that she was always drinking.
Yeah.
I also liked Richard E. Grant's bolo ties.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted all of them.
And
It's a good-
I love
it's such a good movie.
the sort of non-romance that happened in Can You Forgive Me with her and Dolly Wells, where it's just like it's hard.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
painful.
And like I love
But realistic,
that Melissa
I think.
I was
McCarthy.
gonna say, but also
And Melissa McCarthy's not like an ugly person, but
No.
if you look at pictures of Lee Israel, she's not like
right.
oh my
not
beauty. But like you're just,
Al Magazine.
she plays like this person who's like, I understand that I am ugly.
Yeah.
And I feel like no one wants me, but she can't comprehend that people like somewhat enjoy her.
Might
Right.
might be interesting.
Which I love.
Right.
But it's weirdly
Could
enough,
not
like
handle
their
that personally,
non-romance,
but yeah.
their non-romance was more relatable to me than anything that Lady Gugu and Bradley Cooper had done.
Oh my god.
But
You
it
know
can't.
the little monsters are going to come after you. That's why I'm speaking highly of.
I don't know.
love-
I feel like if you're gonna go romance, you gotta go like at least really endearing or really painful.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's like the best like for real romance you ever saw in a movie? And you can't. I really can't name any of them. Even like you talk about like Casablanca, they didn't even end up together in the end.
No.
Which is kind of good. I
Yeah.
mean, that's real romance.
It's all
People
about.
don't end up together
it's just
all the
about
time.
face. It's just about face touching. Who touches faces?
Yeah.
That's the best. That's what you want to see on screen. Yeah.
Play it again, Sam.
But my God, yeah, that dinner scene with Dolly Wells in Can You Forgive Me?
It's great.
Like so heartbreaking, and I love.
I feel like I've been there on that day.
Yeah.
Mostly trying to get someone to open up, and then they don't, and I'm like, wow.
And I've been on the other end. I totally connected with that character.
You just want to give everyone a big smack and say like, "You're all beautiful."
I don't know. I really felt like the sadness of Leah's real. I'm not like a hoarder or anything, or like have cat shows.
Oh my
I
God.
was gonna say, like, when was the last time you cleaned your house?
But I feel like the not being able to get anywhere. Or, I have never. Felt
And it's
like
that heaviness, but it's still kind of beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I really connected to "Can You Ever Forgive Me?"
So
and just like a good again,
it's pretty obvious.
It's like,
what's our best picture choice?
Can you ever forgive me?
Yeah.
That wasn't nominated.
Please, if any voters are listening, write in.
Yeah, write in Bernie Sanders.
Right. If Betty Davis could win an Oscar for a write-in, Can You Ever Forgive Me can too.
I don't think there's anything else worth talking about in nomination wise.
Like when it comes to the
Best
Oscars, I'm
sound
just like,
right, best sound.
Oh, I will say about the Oscars. I don't know if we've talked about this. Like things that like the ceremony in general.
Yes.
Where we've gone in the past couple of years, like cutting things. Like now we're not. Like this year we're not even getting like best song performance. Like what the fuck is that?
we're not getting best song performance.
I think we're getting the Black Panther and we're getting the Shallow.
The Shallow.
Good, because
I like how you add the in front of everything.
I'm the grandmother.
That's
The
gonna be
sticks.
off the deep end if we're gonna get that.
But that just shows like which ones are probably gonna win.
Gonna win, yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, the ones that are gonna get ratings.
Right.
I think "Shallow" will.
What other song? Go back. What other songs were even nominated?
Well, okay. What was even nominated for Black Panther? I forget. All the Stars.
All the Stars.
What else is nominated? I'll Fight from RBG. Don't know what that is.
That's that Jennifer
Diane.
Hudson song.
Yeah.
The Places Where Lost Things Go, which I'm just like, that was actually my least favorite
Okay,
song.
they could have nominated like The Way We Were and like anything else from these, and if old
Right.
movies, like, people would be like, I love that song.
Yeah. And then When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for
Oh,
White.
from the first part of Buster Scruggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Which like is a fun song, but like I don't think about it every day.
Yeah, I feel
To
like.
be honest, I know, but Shallow's not my favorite song from A Star Is Born.
No, why is that song nominated? And why did it take 4 people to write it?
Because it's gotten so much oomph.
But why did it take
Gaga should have won.
It
But
took
why
four
did
people to
the-
write
The lyrics are in the sha la 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 la
Yeah,
la
But she
la
should
la.
have won for
Any of the other songs in the movie.
what's that movie that came out a couple years ago? The Hunting Ground.
Oh, but Diane Warren wrote that song.
I thought Gaga also did.
I think she contributed, but there was a big
No,
there was
Diane-
a big
Diane- Right.
dispute about it.
Because I don't think Diane Warren actually allows people to write with her.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why she wrote "I'll Fight."
Yeah.
Okay.
Although Diane Warren wrote the best Cher movie song. She wrote that song from Burlesque.
Oh, did she?
I think she did, yeah.
Oh! Diane Warren actually did something.
Yeah,
Feeling
broken, barely hanging on. You know that?
Yeah,
Never seen the last of me.
Cher's fantastic in that.
Yeah, well, when the camera's like 40 feet away from her.
That's my rule
Not
too.
showing her face. Best song is always complicated, but like,
It'll be
why is that
Shallow.
Mary Poppins song nominated?
I was gonna say that's like the least favorite Mary Poppins
Well, they had
song.
to throw a bone. Like they're just like
To it? Why?
Yeah. Well, what else did they nominate? Well, they could have nominated for Boy
They could have
Erased,
nominated-
Troye Sivan.
No.
No.
I don't like
Well, they
any-
nominated
any
it for
attention.
Golden Globes.
And
It's
who
the Golden
cares?
Globes.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm not an awards person. They could have nominated Dolly Parton for Dumpling.
Oh, I did love that song that was nominated from Dumpling.
Yeah.
Dumpling is very cute, and I
Isn't
like
it cute?
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I like that song that she wrote with what's her face, Linda Perry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
It's
they
good.
could have nominated.
There's other songs.
There was
out
2
there.
other songs from A Star Is Born that I would have nominated.
I would have nominated Always Remember Us This Way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And why did you do that? No, I'm kidding.
That Diane Warren also wrote that.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I mean, oh.
What did you do? There's another song.
Ass like that.
There was another song that she wrote that's in the movie that Star Is Born not the last one. That one is weird. The last
I'll
song
Never
she
Lie
sang,
Again.
where she's like, where the first half is like, I don't know what to do, and then she turns on a Lady Gaga in the last half, and I'm like, no.
Well, you know what's weird about the soundtrack too is that they actually use
dialogue from the movie.
this dialogue from the movie, and so you'll hear "I'll Never Love This Way Again," and then it cuts to them singing at the piano, which
yeah.
out of context, I'm just like...
Which, like, but in the movie, that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
That was an amazing cut.
That was an amazing cut in the movie.
And I felt, again, like I was talking about earlier, that lump in your throat that pops up, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah, right.
But I ask, I know this is, like, unrelated, but, like, what is your favorite acting moment in a movie, and can you do it?
Oh, God.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Like, explain it and then do it for me.
Honestly, it's in Roma.
Is it?
When she watches them try to resuscitate her baby.
Oh, and she's just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just her looking on and going...
That
she wasn't even that intense.
Yeah,
she was
literally just being like...
What's your favorite from this year? I'm still thinking.
My favorite acting moment?
Of this year, yeah.
I don't even know if they actually do it or not. Oh, it'd probably be when Ethan Hawke, it's in the trailer of First Reform, but like Ethan Hawke and Cedric the Entertainer are like having a confrontation where like Cedric the Entertainer is just like, what is up? What's up?
Yeah.
And like Ethan Hawke's explaining like the earth is like dying. He's like, somebody has to do something. And I love that.
I think my favorite...
And that's when the movie jumps from like drama to straight up like horror movie.
Yeah. Actually,
but you will
one of
not
my favorite acting moments of this
sleep.
year is Elsie Fisher in her very first vlog post.
Gucci!
Yeah. Hi! So I just want to talk about confidence, like that part.
Oh, that was so cringy,
She was
but I loved
very
it.
good.
Oh, bless her heart. It made me not want
And I
to
can't believe she's not anything like that. I cannot believe that.
Yeah.
No.
Incredible performance.
Yeah.
Also, when I saw the movie, I was like sobbing. Like I called my sister. I was like, and she's in 8th grade right now. And I was like, "You're so amazing. And I love you so much. You're so important." She's like, "Why are you doing this to me right now? Why do you even say this to me?"
Yeah. You're so embarrassing.
I loved it.
And then when I made her watch 8th grade when I was home.
What did she
think?
think?
She's like, "I didn't like that. I'm nothing like that." I was like,
I
didn't say you were.
Was she like, it was too close to home?
No, she was like, I didn't like that at all. She liked mid-90s more.
Oh.
I think there was like a removal for mid-90s.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
like, I'm not a mid-90s kid.
Yeah. And I think she felt that more. But we're like 8th grade.
It was too real.
Yeah.
It was like, this isn't fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's like us watching Boy Erased.
Oh my
God.
God. What did it say?
That was
really
not. I did not
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable.
Did I tell you about the story what happened when I was at the bar
No.
and serving people? So, 2 people come up and they're young. They're our age. They're in their 20s. But you can definitely tell they are like middle of America straight people. And I'm serving them cocktails. I was like, what are you guys seeing tonight? They're like, oh, we're going to try to see Boy Erased. We're going to take a chance. I was like,
what?
I know. I'm just like,
the gays.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, it was okay. It hit too close to home for me. Meaning that I just grew up in the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
That's all I meant, you know. And the guy just very stone cold face turned to me. He's like, I am so sorry that happened to you. And I was like, and I just was like, I'm halfway through making this drink. I'm like about to serve it to him. My arms extended like this.
Did he
They
like,
probably felt even worse when they saw the movie.
Right.
Did he leave a big tip?
I don't remember.
probably a hotline number.
Right. I was
like,
like,
if you
this
need
is
help,
like,
yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, thanks. I was just like, oh, that was so cringy.
Did you see Cameron Post?
No, I
Real
didn't.
bad. I was totally
I
shit.
love that.
Yeah.
I feel like that showed that experience. Not a more positive light. But there
The positive.
No, but that movie played the both sides.
Like a watchable experience because
It was
Boy
very
Erased
watchable.
not.
But I mean, not a lot. Like, there's a lot of traumatic stuff that happens in Cameron Post. But that movie played both sides on like the appeal of the parents were like, oh, why we're putting our kids in this?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it showed the confusion like of Chloe Grace Moretz like, I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Whereas like Boy Erased was so just like
I mean, it'll never top.
he
but I'm a
knew
cheerleader.
where he was like at the beginning. Yeah.
The only thing that didn't know where they were at was Nicole's wig.
Nicole's way.
They're like, why am I in this movie?
My father just loves Jesus.
I'm sure none of them will top, but I'm a cheerleader though, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, final question
Yes.
for you before we wrap up is: what do you think about having the no host situation this year? Are hosts even relevant anymore?
I mean, now they have to put in like even more work
For the presenters.
for the presenters and like to have it flow.
And also just like find someone who's not homophobic.
Sure, and that's not hard.
It shouldn't be.
You could
But
throw a
no-
shoe and not hit a homophobic person that down.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But no one wants to do it. No one. Wants
I
to
heard
be
it's a
Oscar
lot
host.
of work.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work, and it takes time, and you have to put a staff together. But like Sandra Oh just did it for the Golden Globes.
She was funny.
Yeah,
she was
And
good.
yeah, they have to like work with like a huge set. And the Golden Globes is the same thing. Like
Yeah.
people walk in from the right, people walk in from the left. We do a few jokes over here. Everybody's drunk, and we're like, oh. But yeah, I think having the no host is going to be difficult. And like, what's the flow going to be? What's the tone going to be? Because like you can't just like have a tone be salute to the movies, and that's salute exclamation point to the movies exclamation point.
Yeah.
But you can have that for the beginning. Where
Also,
it's like thank you.
Also,
for
why
coming
not?
to the
Like, why not have it just be salute to the movies?
Because you can go to Warner Brothers in California and go do the tour and go to Universal rather than see that. And,
That's true.
But
just have it be real boring, though.
I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be a show, which is why
they're going to try.
Why couldn't they pay Billy Crystal $3 billion to come back?
They
and do
should.
It?
Yeah. Who's your favorite Oscar host?
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
Whoopi's good.
I love Whoopi. I mean, I love. But they had. I mean, Blanche was at the head of both those productions every time they hosted. So it was like a very like a similar like comedic output. But I love.
They definitely were a good mirror image of each other.
The Billy Crystal opening medleys of just like him making fun of like picking songs and making them about the movies that were nominated. I love that.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And to our Oscar performance.
Yes, we just completely dissected this year's Oscar nominees.
Hope you're
still invested to watch it.
Yeah, we really dissected it.
I'm not into it this year.
No, but I mean, I guess see the movies.
But I have to watch just to like be angry.
I love the drama. I like the dresses.
I like being angry. I love people getting cut off in speeches.
I want someone to
and the
wear
ones that get, and the
dress.
ones that get cut off the ones that get cut off are always the people that are just like, and my wife passed away. And a song, wow, over the rainbow,
Yeah. I mean, well, that being said, we've just talked about Hollywood for the past, however many minutes. Ryan, you have a new podcast. Do you want to talk about your
I don't have one. I don't have any.
You don't have one, but you know someone who has one.
Well, I do the social media, and I'm the producer of this podcast.
Yes.
It's a very good, personal friend of mine. I've known him for years. Again, I grew up in California, so I've met some people in the industry. They haven't helped me at all. But this gentleman, his name is Louis Milton Irving. He's a Hollywood producer. You've never seen any of the movies he's produced because he's been involved in almost every major Hollywood production, but he's always thrown off of them. Or they get taken away from him. Well, he almost produced Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh.
And it was going to be Margaret Cho, and it was going to be Mickey Rooney. It was going to be huge. He told me all about it. It was going to be a very big production, but it got thrown off.
I'm
It was
surprised
very sad.
thrown off.
Well, he couldn't get Quentin Tarantino to direct Margaret Cho because they were dating at the time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time. He started his first job. He told me this. His first job was actually at the Oscars, walking people out of their limos. He walked Ava Gardner out of her limo, and he had to pick an apple skin out of her teeth.
Oh. Well, what is his name again?
Louis Milton Irving is his name.
And when is the podcast coming out? When are you?
We don't. He doesn't have a release date yet,
Okay.
but it is called Louis Milton Irving's Pitch Meetings, and he's asking all types of creatives because he's looking for a new film. The movies don't come out of the air; they all start with creators. And Louis is not really creative; he's more of a go-getter. He'll take a project and run with it. So it's basically Louis's Deal or No Deal. Louis Milton Irving's Pitch Meetings. All creatives of all types are going to come onto the show. And they're going to pitch their Hollywood film to Louis, and he's going to make their dreams come true.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. He's very excited, too. He's actually been asleep for 3 days, because every couple of days he has to get his gallbladder pumped.
Hibernation.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us know when your friend releases his podcast.
Oh, there'll be news about it, and I'll send it to you guys. So
He probably has a little bit of money being a Hollywood producer.
He has a lot of money from, again, projects that never came off the ground. Have you guys ever seen, oh my god, what's that movie? My Own Private Idaho.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so he was heavily involved in making that movie, and right before they got into production, he told Gus Van Sant, this is about potatoes, right? And Gus Van Sant said no, and so Louis dropped out. He couldn't make a movie about people. He wasn't really.
But he does realize that it is about gay potatoes.
Oh no, Louis is an ally to everybody. He loves gay people. He almost produced. Oh god, I can't remember that famous gay film. Oh, Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
But he wanted it to be about a man and a woman.
Oh.
But he's all about gay people.
Yeah, no, he's all about gay people.
Well, no, it would have been about gay people, but I mean, they would have been men. They would have been two male characters. But Anne Heche was supposed to play the Heath Ledger role, and he just could not get it together there.
Close personal friend, Anne Heche.
Yeah,
was she still going through that breakdown during that time?
Yeah, he really, and Ang Lee really wasn't about having her there, and so And then Lewis was like, I can't make this movie. And then,
Yeah,
but unfortunately,
projects.
Lewis left all his money. He left $3 million in a box in Colorado. So actually, his money funded Brokeback Mountain.
So it was spent. It wasn't like at the foot of a mountain or something.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear from Lewis Milton
I
Irving.
can't either. Well,
Lewis Milton Irving's
Lewis-
pitch meetings. We'll be able to...
it was coming out soon, and we are so excited to
I
hear more.
cannot wait.
And as always, Ryan, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
coming on
much.
the podcast.
If you care to find us, you can find us on all social media at Fear the Queer Podcast.
Yes, we also can be contacted at fearthequeerpodcast@gmail.com. And hope you tune in tomorrow for the Oscar showing and be just as disappointed as we are.
Or excited.
He also produced a 3D version of the Zapruder film.
What's that?
I was just like, I was so confused.
It's the assassination of JFK.
Oh.
It's in development still.
Who plays Jacqueline?
It's Jim Carrey in all the roles. It's a Zemeckis production.
Oh, he'll rebound after that.
Yeah.
The
So
doll
Jim
movie.
Carrey's also the babushka lady.
They did it right after Christmas Carol, but they don't know what to do with it.
They're just
Still
holding on
saying
to
that.
it.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you can hear all these stories from Lewis himself
Oh my
on the
God.
podcast.
I cannot wait. Well, and as always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kyle.
I'm Ryan Kenny.
And we're
Fear the Queer. Bye.
Bye.
What did you do with that?